Sige po. Ito. Nakita na po ba?
Wala pa. Sige sir, nakita na namin yung PowerPoint.
Ayan, sir. Start na po natin, Laplace expansion.
Yes, wait lang sir.
Yes, sir.
May concern si Sir Scuro. Yes sir.
Sige po.
Sir, sorry, napindot lang po.
Okay. Naka-record naman na, no? Sige.
Yes, sir.
Sige sir. You may
Okay
continue.
Yes po. Named after Pierre Simon de Laplace. Also named cofactor expansion and cofactor method.
Yan, tama na yan sir.
Yan.
Yun nga yung pangalan niya.
Yes po. To compute determinants of bigger matrix by computing determinants of smaller matrices or submatrices, which are its parts. Ito, ang submatrices po, we can create by deleting a row and a column from determinant na kinukuha po natin. Pwede po tayo mamili kahit na ano. For this example ay A. Ito po. Ito po yung determinants, yung matrix natin. And kung may makikita po tayo na ganyan, A na sub na 1 and 2, yung 1 po ay, ang meaning po niyan ay yung first row and yung 2 ay yung second column. Po siya. And yung submatrices po niya, ayan po, yung 0, 2, negative 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 3, negative 2. By deleting po yung row and column na sinelect po natin. Kung mapapansin po natin, ito naman po yung mga positive or negative signs ng natin for these matrices. For example, for the column 2, ito po yung magiging symbols po natin. And for the submatrix po na ito ay ng 3 ay negative 3 po siya, then multiply by determinants na submatrix po niya na 0.
Yung 3 sir, yan yung cofactor.
Ayun po, yes sir, yung cofactor po.
Cofactor ng 3. Yan. Sige sir, tuloy lang po.
0, 2, negative 4, then 3, 2, 1, and 1, negative 2. And for the second cofactor of 1 ay determinants ng 2, negative 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 3, negative 2. And yung susunod po, for the 0, ayan, 0, and so forth, ganyan din po. And by multiplying by ng 0 ay, syempre, equal siya sa 0. And for that po, ginamit ko na lang po siya, sir. Ginamit ko po ay yung stick method po ba ang tawag natin doon, which is mas madali po na pagkuha ng determinants. Ayun po, from pababa po, no, na slant from 0, 2 and negative 2 plus 2 times 1 and 1 and plus negative 4 by 3 times 3. Tapos po, ang minus, yung sa pataas naman, or pabalik, negative 4 times 2 times 1, minus 2 times 3 times negative 2, minus, again, 0 times 1 times 3, which the answer is negative 14. For the second naman po, ganun din yung process na ang sagot naman po ay 14. And for the 0 po, hindi na po natin siya kinuha dahil 0 na nga po yung sagot. So, papasok na po tayo dito sa negative 3 times, yung cofactor po niya na negative na 3, times dun sa determinants po na sagot natin ay negative 14, plus dun sa second row na cofactor na 1 multiplied by dun sa sagot na determinants niya na 14. So, ang determinants po ng A na to ay 56. Yun sir po, ganun po siya kung kumuha ng Laplace.
Na-verify niyo sir na kung 56 talaga yung determinant?
Yes sir, na-verify ko po siya sa Octave. Actually sir, itong picture po ng A, determinants ng A, ay yung matrix na A po na to ay screenshot po sa Octave.
Okay, I see. Okay. So
Yun lang
that's
po.
it. Tama yan, sir. Yun nga po yung tinutukoy ko. Cofactor method or Laplace expansion. May question
lang
ba
po.
sa ating mga classmates? Wala naman?
Wala naman sa kanya, sir.
Wala. Okay. Sige, proceed tayo dun sa inverse. Yes, ma'am Ayla Aiza.
Sige po, sir. Share ko lang po. Ayan po. Kita na po.
Yes po.
So, inverse, 4x4 inverse matrix, determinant and transpose. So, in this process, madidiscuss natin yung determinant and the transpose. Actually, sir, upon my research, may iba pang way on how to arrive sa inverse matrix. But here in this activity, mag-focus tayo dun sa process na gagamitan ng determinant and transpose. So ayan, basically, inverse of a matrix is same as saying na it's the reciprocal. So any number multiplied by its reciprocal will give us 1. In the case of matrix, any matrix multiplied by its inverse will result to identity matrix. Ito yung matrix na yung diagonal niya is all 1 and other elements are 0. So, inverse of a matrix can be solved by the formula inverse of a matrix equal to the adjoint of A, pero yung A is in a transform form divided
Transpose
by
ba?
the transpose form divided by the determinant, but with the condition that the determinant of the original matrix must not be equal to 0. So the inverse of a matrix, meaning hindi siya mag-i-exist if the determinant is 0. Para mas madali natin maintindihan ay maalala, any number divided by 0 will give us what? Undefined. So in the case of matrix, its inverse will not exist. So isa-isahin po natin yung pagkuha ng inverse of a matrix. So first, it is practical na kunin na natin kaagad, sir, yung determinant since malalaman natin kung nag-i-exist ba yung inverse or hindi. So in solving the determinant of the original matrix, we can apply the cofactor expansion along its first column. Yung kagaya nung na-discuss earlier by our classmate, kahawig siya, no? But here, yung cofactor is imumultiplied natin siya. Dun sa yung element, imumultiply natin siya sa cofactor niya. And also using a sign convention that is here positive, negative, positive, negative. So yun yung element, imumultiply natin siya sa determinant ng cofactor niya. So paano naman i-solve yung 3x3 matrix? So simple lang. We can use what they call the basket weaving method. So yung first two columns, ikakopy natin siya, lalagay natin sa right, then we'll multiply its diagonals. So ayan. So the elements na imumultiply natin in the blue direction will have a positive sign, and yung imumultiply natin sa red direction will have negative sign. So if we further solve yung determinant, so ganyan, we will have this yung long formula niya, yung 3x3 matrix. Pero hindi pa yan tapos kasi i-multiply pa natin yung element niya, yung A sub 1, 1, A sub 2, 1, A sub 3, 1, and A sub 4, 1. So if we further apply the operation, we'll have this formula to solve the matrix. So later on, magkakaroon tayo ng example to better understand this formula. So So third, we will form the transpose of the matrix. So sa transpose, madali lang. We will make the row turn into column, then yung column naman into row. Pagpapalitin lang natin siya. And then we will replace each element of the transpose by its corresponding cofactor. The resulting matrix is known as the adjoint matrix. Meaning yung adjoint matrix yung element niya are all determinants of the transpose. Actually, ito pong step 2 and 3 can be reversed. Pwedeng kunin muna natin yung adjoint, saka natin i-transpose or transpose na natin, then kunin natin yung adjoint. Either way, makuha natin yung same answer. And then after that, yung last step, gamitin natin yung formula. Divide each element of the adjoint matrix by the determinant, and the result is the inverse matrix. So, bigay po tayo example. Okay, suppose we have this 4x4 matrix and we will solve for its inverse. So, first step, solve natin yung determinant niya. So, sa pagkuha ng determinant, we can apply the cofactor expansion. So, sa cofactor expansion, kunin natin yung element, halimbawa yung 1, which is the A sub 1, 1. Then, cross out natin yung kalinya niya, and we will take what's left. So, we will have 1 multiplied to this 3x3 matrix. So, same will be applied sa A sub 2, 1 na 0. Iko-cross out natin mga kalinya niya. Then, we'll take what's left, the 3x3 matrix. Same will be applied to other elements, yung 2 and 2. This one, para makuha natin yung determinant. So, pag in-apply natin yung cofactor expansion, ganyan ang magiging kalalabasan niya. Please be guided by the sign convention. Baka kasi dito tayo magkalit mali. So, laging positive, negative, positive, negative. So, alternate siya. So, solve naman natin yung 3x3 matrix para mag-arrive na tayo sa determinant. So, in solving the 3x3 matrix, so, example natin tong una. So, we will copy yung first 2 columns. Lagay natin siya dito. Then we will multiply the diagonals. So, by solving the 3x3 matrix, apply natin yung basket weaving method, will have -4 as a determinant of this first 3x3 matrix. So, yung second, pwede natin i-eliminate since 0 naman yung element niya. Then, same ang gagawin sa third na 3x3. So, upon applying the basket weaving method, we'll have the determinant na 2. And then, for the last element, we'll have -1. So, after that, nakuha na natin yung determinant ng 3x3 matrix. I-distribute na natin siya dun sa, yung element niya, i-multiply na natin sa determinant ng 3x3 matrix. And then we'll have 2 as the determinant of the original matrix. So, next, i-transpose na natin siya. So, dali lang, yung row, gawin natin siyang column, and then yung column, magiging siyang row. Babalik ta rin lang siya. So, madali lang. So, lahat yan, pag ita-transpose lang siya natin. And after that, kunin na natin yung adjoint. So, eto sa yung hindi ko na in-elaborate. But basically, wait lang po. Okay. Yung yung element niya, ito. So, sa third step, yung each element daw ng transpose, we will replace it with its cofactor. So, meaning, yung magiging laman ng adjoint natin is all determinants. So, for example, itong 1. Itong 1, kukunin natin yung cofactor niya. Yung determinant ng cofactor niya. So, isa-isahin natin. Ito yung adjoint method. So yung 1, cross out natin yung mga kahilera niya, kalinya niya. And then we will copy what remains. So ito siya. Ito. Ito na yan. And then we will solve for the determinant. Ito na ngayon, ito, yung determinant nito, yun na yung magiging A sub 1, 1 ng adjoint natin. So same will happen. Same will be applied naman sa second. Ko-cross out natin siya. And then we'll take what's left. Ito naman. Itong 3x3 matrix na yan, ito na siya. Ito na yung cofactor niya. Ito na ngayon magiging A sub 1, 2. Yan ang process ng adjoint. And lahat ng elements, gagawin natin to. Yung kukunin natin yung cofactor. But then, magkakaroon tayo ulit ng sign convention na alternating. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Actually, may ano to sir, may formula. Hindi ko lang sir inelaborate
Pero
kasi
pwede
part
na
siya
yan.
ng adjoint. Basta
Pwede na yan.
tandaan natin, may explanation kung bakit siya positive, negative. Alternating siya horizontally and vertically. May kinalaman yung positioning ng kada element. But para mabilis natin matandaan, alternate siya. So yan yung sa adjoint. So third step pa lang siya. Sa adjoint, pagkuha ng determinant ng adjoint, pwede naman natin gamitin ulit yung basket weaving formula. So if we further solve the determinant of the following 3x3 matrix, we'll have this determinants. Pero hindi pa to yun kasi kailangan natin i-apply yung sign convention. So by applying the sign convention, we will have -4, -1, 2, and 1 for the first row. Then 2, 1, 0, -1 sa second row niya. Then -16, -2, 4, and 4. Then 6, 1, -2, and 1. Ito na ngayon yung adjoint ng transpose natin. So, mayroon na tayong transpose. All we have to do is to divide it by our determinant na na-solve na natin earlier. So, di ba pag nag-divide tayo ng matrix, so each element, di-divide natin siya by 2. So, pag dinivide na natin all elements by 2, ito na ngayon yung ating inverse matrix. So, we have -2, -1/2, 1, 1/2, 1, 1/2, 0, -1/2, -8, -1, 2, and 2. Then last row, 3, 1/2, -1, and -1/2. So, verify ko po siya using Octave. Ayan, same naman po yung naging result, sir.
Okay.
So,
That's
yun
good.
lang po. Thank you.
Magandang pagka-explain.